Good evening, Wildcat fans, and welcome to the Chick-fil-A Game of the Night live right here on the Wildcat Broadcast Network. This is Big Coach P, the voice of the Wildcats, and you're joining us right now for our matchup against Evansville Bosse. Now, I was mispronouncing it earlier. I think I called him Bose. I called him Boss. I have been corrected. It is Bosse. So we're down here in Evansville in their backyard. Second game of the day for the Wildcats. A big win in game one earlier today. A really good balanced team victory. 4 guys in double figures for the Wildcats in that one. But this is probably going to be a tougher matchup. Bosse comes in. A lot of talent on their roster. They've got some length. They've got some athleticism. And they're anchored by number 3, Dorian Bowen. He's a senior. 6'4", 6'5" kid. Very athletic. So we'll see how that matchup goes for us tonight. For the Wildcats, we're going to come out with the same starters that we've had all season, so no surprises there. Starting from the left there on your screen, we've got Keelan Webster, number 24. He's a junior, transfer from the Washington Panthers. Second there from the left, Isaiah Packer, number 15, the shooting guard, the Indiana Tech commit. There in the middle, DeCorey Parker, another transfer from Washington, honorable mention All-State last year. Now anchoring things at the point for the Cats. The fourth guy from the left there, Tyrese Jones. We know who he is, Mr. 45, the quote-unquote star of the team. And then rounding things out in the middle, Dontrell Johnson, Big Tree. He's a sophomore now, came in last year as a freshman, started for that regional championship winning team. And he will anchor things in the middle for the Wildcats. We're down to just about 30 seconds remaining on the clock. So I'm going to go ahead and get things set up here. There we go. And I assume we're going to go ahead and do the starting lineup introductions. There will be no Star-Spangled Banner. So once the intros start, I'll go ahead and be quiet for a minute. This should be an outstanding game, though. We traveled a long way for it. I believe the guys are ready for the battle. The buzzer's just about to go off. You hear it there in the background, and we are just about ready to get this thing started. Both teams now in their huddles over there on the sideline, giving their last-minute instructions.
We'll begin tonight's event with the starting lineups. First up, the visiting team, the South End Riley Wildcats.
We are the visitors tonight in the blue uniforms.
Number 1, Corey Parker. Number 2, Tree Johnson. Number 3, Tyrese Jones. Number 15, Isaiah Packer. And number 24, Keelan Webster.
So there is our 5 as expected. And now the intros for the home team, Evansville Bosse, the Bulldogs, in the white jerseys with the red trim.
For your home team, the Bosse Bulldogs. Number 3, the 6'6" senior forward, Dorian Bowen.
That's the young man I just mentioned a moment ago.
5'10" junior guard, number 10, Elijah Eastwood.
That's their 2 primary ball handlers, 10 and 3.
A 6'3" senior guard, number 24, Marius Harris. And a 6'5" junior forward, number 33, Landon Hardy.
All right, so there we go. We got the starting lineups all done. 8 minutes on the clock, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks like it's going to be Dontrell Johnson in the middle, jumping for the Cats, if you keep track of that sort of thing. For the Bulldogs, it's going to be Landon Hardy, 6'3" junior, really athletic kid. We'll see how Tree does on this jump. But we are ready to get this thing started. Game 2 of the Banterra Bank Warrior Showcase down in Evansville, Indiana, and here is the tip. It's going to be controlled by the Bulldogs, and we are underway. Bowen and Eastwood, like I said, those two are going to handle the ball quite a bit. And now the steal by Tyrese right off the bat into the open floor at the rim, up and good. And immediately Tyrese Jones gets things started for the Cats. The steal and the transition bucket. Now the three-pointer on the other end, no good. Good box out down there by Zaya. Rebound picked up by Keelan. The Wildcats are back on offense. 2 quick possessions there for the Bulldogs. Here's Zaya. Look to get downhill, cut off nicely. Now he hands off to Ty. Ty looks to turn the corner, gets in the middle, tried to pass to Keelan. Zay ended up with it. And he's going to be fouled, I believe, on the shot. Good job on that one by Zay. Came up with the loose ball. Got immediately into his move, drew the foul. And that foul is on Bowen. And that puts Isaiah at the free throw line, and I'm going to shut up. All right, maybe I need to talk. Second free throw now for Zaya. He missed them both, but the offensive rebound inside by Keelan. Now he's going to be fouled. So uncharacteristic there by Zaya, missing both free throws, but Keelan came up with the big offensive rebound, draws the foul, going back up with it. So now K-Dub at the line, number 24. Talked about him in the intros. He transferred over from Washington over the summer. He'll have 1 year after this. He's been a great addition. He was the catalyst 2 games ago against Mishawaka. Had the best game of his Wildcat career. And now he puts down both of the free throws. And the Wildcats are up 4-0 here in the first minute of this ball game. Ty on the ball now. That's Harris that had it. He moves it over to Bowen, who's guarded by Keelan. Long jumper, no, I was about to say no good, but it rattled around and rolled in. Soft rims here at Hamilton. Here's Zay now, three-pointer, no good. Now kicked out, three-pointer for the Dogs, no good. Thought I was almost wrong on that one again. Now here's Dontriel, right at the volleyball line, looking to set up some offense. He hands it off to Corey. Corey looks to turn the corner, spin in the middle, flip shot up. Rattled around and came out. Nice shot by Corey, but it didn't fall. 6:30 on the clock. Now another 3 by Bowen. That's his second one already. No good, but the offensive rebound on the other side. That's something that we're going to have to be conscious of. Got to win the rebounding battle most games if we want to be successful. Now Bowen up top, guarded by Dontriel. Crossover, pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound, fought for, finally pulled down by Isaiah, and now another foul going to be called. That one's on number 23, Aiden Boyd. He's a 6'2" sophomore, so it's going to be Wildcat basketball. The Bulldogs showing a little pressure here. Not too much to it, just kind of light pressure, but now he comes from the back. Keelan able to handle it. We're under 6 minutes. Here's Keelan, three-pointer. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bowen. And now ahead in the open floor. That was Landon Hardy. Nice pass in transition on that one. And now Tyrese on the other side. He's going to draw the foul. 5:42 now on the clock. So that's going to put Ty at the free throw line now. Third different Wildcat to shoot free throws already here in the opening minutes. And 4 team fouls already for the Dogs. That could be a factor here in this first quarter. Tyrese lines it up, knocks it down, rattled around a bit, but it dropped, and now we've got ourselves a tie game with 5:42 officially on the clock. Ty lines up his second free throw. It is up, and this one is good as well. So 6-5 on the board, and Bowen's going to bring it up for the Bulldogs. We've got the classic Cats versus Dogs battle tonight. Right now it's 6-5 in favor of the Cats. Move it around the outside, get it back to Bowen, now to the low side, right in front of us here on the wing. Three-pointer, and that's good. That was Ethan Hampton. He's a freshman. Came off the curl, caught it, set his feet, knocked it down. Now we're at 8-6. Here's Tyrese. Over to Dontriel. This one's going to be long, no good. Rebounded inside. Now the Bulldogs off and running. Bosse gets it down. Big block there by Dontriell. Met him at the rim and knocked it away. Corey comes up with the rebound. Now he moves it over to Ty. Ty guarded by the freshman. They clear it out. Now they reverse it. Tree. Back to Corey up top. Now Corey looks to get downhill. Pull back. Jumper. Rattles around. No good. Rebounded by Bowen. And now on the other end, Bowen lost it. Zay came up with it, and then Bowen knocked it out. So it's going to be Wildcat basketball. 8-6 on the scoreboard. Bosse is up. 4:26 officially on the clock. Tree going to inbound to Corey. No press really being shown here. Bosse in a man defense. Corey met right at the half-court line, initiates the offense to Keelan. Keelan looks inside the Tree. Tree now posting up, hands off to Ty. Ty looking to turn the corner. Thought about the step back, well defended by the Dogs on that one. And now Ty all the way to the rim. Money. Nice move there by Ty, good patience, thought about the three. Moved it around, got it back, went in and scored it. Tie game, 8 up. Wildcats back on defense. Bowen now guarded by Webster. Low side, here comes the ball screen. Screen is switched. Bowen got Zay on him now. Good help there by Corey, he knocked it away. Now he's off and somewhat running, but they're gonna hit him with the carry. They hit him with the carry over there on the sideline. There's 3:34 officially on the clock. That's why I'm letting it run here. You know I got to mess it up a little bit as we go. But just enough time as they inbound it. And we are pretty much right on our scoreboard. Just about 3:30. 8 points on both sides. Been a good contest here in the early going. Here's the Bulldogs now. Really just looking to get it back to Bowen. That one knocked away by Keelan. Stolen by Webster, picked up by Tree. Looks like he got poked in the eye a little bit there. He's a tough kid though, so no problem. Tyrese with it to the corner. Keelan, bang! There you go, K-Dub. Three-pointer from the corner, assist to Tyrese Jones. That gives the Cats the lead. And a nice shot there by Keelan. High screen for Bowen. Now he's guarded by Tree. Looks to get downhill. And now a timeout going to be called by Bosse. Bowen picked up his dribble and kind of got caught by the defense there. Had to burn the timeout, and that gives me an opportunity to tell you that for all of your banking needs, there's only one First Source Bank. First Source Bank is proud to support the Riley High School basketball team this season. They're committed to the success of our schools, students, and communities. So please visit them at firstsource.com, member FDIC. So a good start here in the early going for the Cats. Been a lot of back and forth action. Teams have been matching shots as well as turnovers here in the early going. We expect it to be a scrappy type of matchup. You see with the Bulldogs, most of what they do, they want to run things through Dorian Bowen. He's their big senior. So far, Cats have done a pretty good job on him. He did hit the 1 3-pointer. But you got to do it all night long. That's why you play all 4 quarters. They inbound to Bowen on this one. He's going to be guarded by Keelan, who's going to meet him out near the volleyball line. Now they move it to the wing and right back to Bowen. Looking to turn the corner. Corey waiting on the low side for the help. No good on the 3-pointer. Rebound pulled down by Keelan. Now ahead to Tyrese. Ty looks to get downhill. Cut off nicely. He moves it over to Tree. Now reversed. A.J. Neely just checked into the ball game. He's in the corner. Out to Dontriell. Inside the Trees. Guarded by the freshman. Flips it up. Rolls around. And a nice soft hook there by Tree. What a move as we have cracked the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. He looked up, saw he had the freshman on him, went to work. Able to score it inside is Dontriell. Now the 3-pointer on the other end, no good. Ball knocked around. Corey came up with it, then Keelan came up with it. Now he gets it ahead to Tree. Tree saves it back in bounds, but Bowen ends up with it. Now out to the corner, three-pointer, no good. Rebound chased down by Bosse. Now it's going to be a foul on the inside on Corey. Some frantic action there. Ball bouncing around, lots of different guys getting their hands on it. Eventually the foul is called, so that puts Elijah Chin at the free throw line. He's a junior. Lines up the first one, and it is good. 4-point game now with just about 90 seconds to go in this first quarter. Keelan Webster takes the seat. Isaiah Packer checks back in. And now the second free throw for Chin is up and also good. Quick substitution being made. Wildcat basketball out of bounds underneath full length of the floor. Tree going to inbound it to Corey. Now they're showing a little light pressure, but they're really just kind of staying in front of the ball handler. No traps or any real pressure coming so far, at least. Corey with it out near the half-court line, looking to set up some offense. Over to Zay on the wing. Looks inside, nothing there. Kicks it back to Ty. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound tracked down by Zay, though. Middle of the lane, pumps, in the air, no good. Got his own rebound, tipped it out to AJ. Now AJ back to Zay. Three from the corner, it's good! What a sequence there by the Cats. Zay got to the rim, flipped it up, missed it. Controlled the rebound, tipped it out to AJ, who drove, and then kicked it back to Zay, who had replaced to the corner, and he knocks it down. On the other side, three-pointer, Bosse, no good. Somehow Chin ends up with his own rebound, and then he's going to be fouled. Now this is one of those wonderful situations where I forgot to run the clock, so we're at 39 seconds. I got too much going on up here sometimes, folks. 39.4 officially on the clock. It's going to be out of bounds underneath. They get it to the corner. Bowen, cross court. Long three. That went in. Not sure if that's what they were trying to do, but that's what they did. Shot that one from the volleyball line, so good shot there by Bosse. We're at about 20 seconds. And now the clock is more or less synced here in the first quarter. 16-13 is the score. Ty with it out near the volleyball line, guarded by Chin. They're really extending that defense on Ty, trying to harass him as much as possible. He pulls up. Volleyball line jumper for Ty is good. What a shot by Jones. And that gives the Cats a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 19-13. Big shot there by Tyrese. And here at the break, we're going to go ahead and hear a word from one of our sponsors.
I was having a bad day. I decided, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get my order, New York pace, walking out the restaurant.
I noticed that she had left without the milkshake. I tried to run after her, and everybody was looking at me like, this crazy lady. Lois, wait.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She ran after me for 2 blocks. As a New Yorker, it's refreshing when people go out of their way for you. Little things like that make a big difference.
That's me. That's you.
All right, so there you go. Quick word from our friends at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, the main sponsor of this Wildcat Broadcast Network. Without them, none of this would be possible, so big shout out and thanks to them. We're getting ready to get this second quarter started. The score has been adjusted. They're at the score trying to figure out what's going on. They're at the scorer's table. It was 19-13. You see, that's what I have on my scoreboard, on the official scoreboard here. They now have it 18-13. And they're trying to figure out. Well, I'm not exactly sure what happened, just to be honest with you, but it looks like it is going to stay at 18, so let me correct that. Not sure what they adjusted on that, to be honest. We'll have to go back and look at the tape, and then maybe I'll figure it out. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. It's Wildcat basketball. Tyrese walks it up. Tion Wiley to Zay for three. In and out. Out of the corner, here's Bowen. He traveled. Easy call there for the ref. So 18-13, we just got this second quarter started. It's going to be side out for the Cats. Looks like Tree's going to take it out right in front of the Riley bench. A little bit of pressure being shown. Like I said, nothing real crazy out of it yet. No traps or anything like that. They're just kind of staying in front of the ball handler. They're also really shadowing Ty. Obviously, if you're doing the scouting report on this Wildcats team, Tyrese is somebody that jumps out to you. But he's used to that, so no big deal. He's going to walk it up this time against Eastwood. Crossover, gets inside, middle lane, 2 feet. Wow, a lot of contact, no call. And on the other end, kick out, three-pointer, it's good. That was Marius Harris knocking it down for Bosse. And just like that, we've got ourselves a 2-point game. Ball knocked away from Tree, but Tion came up with it. Tion now looking to create. Nothing there. Gets it out to Zay. Zay steps through. Middle of the lane. Throw it away. Now Ty gets it back. Open floor behind the back. At the rim. And they called a travel. Wow, tough move there by Ty. The refs didn't like the Euro on that one. I thought it was a heck of a move. Came up with a steal, behind the back dribble, got to the rim, finished it. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So Bulldog basketball. Bowen brings it up. He's going to be guarded by Zay. He's going to be met at the top of the key. Now he moves it over to Eastwood. And he looks to get it back. He does on the low wing. Like I said, everything they do pretty much runs through Bowen. And out of the corner, three-pointer, no good. And that's out of bounds on Bosse. 6:25 on the clock, 2-point game. Wildcat basketball. Tree going to take it out. And Tyrese going to bring it up. With the Corey out of the game, Tyrese become the primary ball handler here these last couple of minutes. He looks to hand off to Zay. He does. Reverse now to the other side to Tion. Here's AJ. Middle of the lane, turns, spins, had it knocked away. And now out of bounds. AJ knocked it out, but it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Bowen going to take it out for Bosse. And he inbounds to Harris. 6:03, excuse me, officially on the clock. And now we're under 6 minutes. Good play on that when they created the angle with the corner feed as Bowen crashed. Now here's Zay, other end. Pull-up jumper, middle of the lane, it's good. Nice shot there by Zay. 20-16, and now on the other end, Bosse off and running. Flip it up, no good. And what a rebound. No, they're going to call it jump ball. I thought that was over the back. I thought Big Tree had that rebound. So the ball going to stay with the Bulldogs thanks to the jump ball. It's going to be out of bounds underneath. Marius Harris going to take it out for Bosse. 2-point game here. Let me fix that. 20-18 is the score. And that's going to be a travel on the inside. Travel on Bowen. Wildcat basketball once again, and here comes Parker. He's going to bring it up against this defense. Eastwood going to meet him at half court. Now down to Keelan. Zay guarded by Bowen, looking inside, nothing there. Gets it to Tree up top. Now reverse to Corey. They hedge it hard, but Corey's an excellent ball handler. Middle lane, floater, good. What a move by Corey. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Nice move by Parker. Bosse with it. Here's Eastwood out near the volleyball line, guarded by Parker. Now to Bowen. Look for Eastwood on the dive, nothing there. Here's Bowen. He's being guarded by Isaiah. Excellent defense, but a better shot. Isaiah was all over him. That was just a heck of a jump shot there by Bowen. Here's Tree now. Thought about it. Brings it back out, gets it to Ty. Ty being harassed by Eastwood. Here's Tree. No good. Shot is up. Keelan comes down with it. Now to Zay. Inside the Tree. And he missed the layup. Probably should have been an easy two on that one. And what a block there by Zay. But Bowen able to get it back. And we've got ourselves a tie game with 4:18 on the clock. Zay had a great block, but it went right back to Bowen, and he was able to flip it back up and in. And Eastwood's down there having some shoe problems, so a quick official timeout. Pretty hard to play this game without your sneakers. 4:18 on the clock, 22 up. Tyrese taking it out for the Cats. Corey being blanketed by Eastwood, and now a little help's coming. They're able to get it in. Corey handles it. Now over to Ty. Ty guarded by Eastwood. Now back to Tree. Tree right back to Ty. Looking to set something up. Here's Corey on the wing. Thought about the screen. Rejected it. Up top, Tree. There it is. Nice roll by Tree at the rim. And the shot was blocked, but it goes out of bounds on the Bulldogs. So it's going to be Riley basketball out of bounds underneath. Box set being shown here by the Cats. Corey going to take it out. Tie game, 3:47 on the clock. Corey throws it over the top. Keelan able to pull it down. And now the Cats in business on offense. Parker dancing around up top. And he lost that one. 3:35 now on the clock. Corey got downhill. Ended up sandwiched a little bit. Now a timeout going to be called on the floor. Trying to see if it's a full or a 30. I believe it's a 30. And it is 30-second timeout. So I wanted to tell you that your trusted community lender, Ramaya Williams with Cross Country Mortgage, is ready to help you score big. She's all about getting it done, and we're talking a full-on slam dunk every time. So don't wait. Call Cross Country Mortgage at 574-703-4006 today. That's Ramaya Williams with Cross Country Mortgage. We've got 3:35 remaining on this clock, and we've got ourselves a tie game, so it might as well be 0-0. We'll see how these final few minutes play out. Headed into the halftime, Cats come out with Tyrese Jones, Keelan Webster, DeCorey Parker, Dontrell Johnson, and Isaiah Packer. So the starting lineup on the floor for the Cats, it's going to be Bosse basketball. Out of bounds underneath, full length of the floor. Now the Cats showing a little bit of pressure. Kind of the same deal. Nothing real crazy coming out of it. Just wanting them to know that we're there. Bulldogs with it now. Bowen is out, so it'll be interesting to see what their offense looks like without the big guy. Right as I say it, long three-pointer. No good. Tree pulls down the rebound. And now the Cats are moving. Here's Dontrell, middle of the lane, all the way. And they're going to call the foul and put Tree on the line for two, 3:10 on the clock. Nice move there by Tree. He's got outstanding body control, this young Dontrell. He's only about 6 feet, maybe 6'1", but a really good build, as you can see there on the free throw line. Really strong kid. Used it to his advantage on that one. That was kind of a strong free throw. I think I touched every part of the rim, rolled around about 17 times, and then went in. So we will take it, 23-22, as Tree lines up his second free throw. A couple of substitutions being made by the Bulldogs. Bowen back into the game, so they didn't last long without him on the floor. So I assume we'll be back to standard operating procedure. Free throw by Tree is good, though. As we approach 3 minutes to go here in this half. Here's Bowen now, looks to get downhill out to the corner to Eastwood. He's guarded by Keelan. That's going to be short. No good. Rebound pulled in by Ty. Now he's into the open floor. Crossover, middle of the lane, 2 feet. Out the tree, now reversed. Here's Corey. 3, no good. Ball tipped around, pulled down by Bosse. They throw it ahead. He's able to run it down, but he stepped out of bounds in the process. So 2:40 on the clock. Riley up 2 with the basketball. It's been a very entertaining first half, lots of back and forth action. That's what we kind of expected. We knew this was going to be a tough matchup, and indeed it has been. Corey bringing it up now against the pressure of Harris. Moves it to Keelan. He looks inside. Tree's got the freshman on him again. He's able to finish the baby hook over him a little while ago. This time he flips it to Ty. Guarded by Eastwood. Looks like Ty just got his finger jammed a little bit on that one. Now to Zay, top of the key. Drive. Had it knocked away. Bosse comes up with it. Here's Bowen now. Gets it to the corner. Three-pointer. Air ball. Ball knocked around and it goes out of bounds. We're at 2:05 on the clock. It's going to be out of bounds underneath for the Bulldogs. Bowen taking it out. Diamond set being shown. We've seen this one on film. You hear head coach Alex Daniel down there yelling out his instructions. Now they maybe switch things up a little bit. 2:04 officially on the clock. Tyrese on the defense, kicked out to Chin. Now to Bowen up top. He's guarded by Isaiah. That should have been an offensive foul. No call. Wildcats now with the basketball. Tyrese gets it across half court. He's guarded by Chin, and now a foul going to be called with 1:42 on the clock. So I'll pause that thing here in just a second. Bam, 1:42. We've got ourselves a tie game. It's going to be side out for the Cats. Tyrese taking it out. Now the Wildcats back in business on offense. Here's Tyrese in the corner, thought about it, got it inside the tree. On the block, he turns, the help was there. Good job by Bowen. Just kind of sitting on that spin, so as soon as Tree tried to go to it, he was there waiting. On the other end, no good at the rim. The Corey comes up with it, being pressured. Now he gets downhill, middle lane over to Tree, up top to Zay. Zay can't handle it. Out of bounds on the Cats with just over a minute to go, tied up at 24. Bowen going to bring it up. Zay going to meet him near the volleyball line. Bowen setting things up. Out of the corner. Looks to get baseline, and he dribbled on the end line. Like I said, these teams really matching each other. We've had a lot of matching scores, and we've had a lot of matching turnovers. The final result is a 24-24 score with under a minute to go here in this first half. Dontriell walks it up for the Cats. He's going to look to hand off to Ty. He does. Tree was alone in the corner there for a second. Ty couldn't get it to him. Now up top, Tyrese had it poked away by Chin. We're going to be patient here. I don't think we're going to be in a hurry. And as soon as I say that, Ty drives to the rim, gets it up. Keelan at the rim for the and one. Nice pass for Tyrese and a great finish by Keelan. Just under 30 seconds. Able to put that one in, and now he's at the free throw line for the and one. Keelan's got a real knack for that dunker spot, that short corner position. Guys get in the middle of the lane. He's real good at kind of slipping behind the defense, slipping into that little bubble that's created on that backside. And that's what he did that time, able to get the score, and he knocks down the free throw for the and one. Gives us a 3-point lead here with 23 seconds on the clock. And now a foul going to be called. That was definitely not a foul. They had him trapped right on the half-court line. You guys know I usually agree with the referees. On that one, though, Probably not. But either way, Bulldog basketball. And they turn it over immediately. Tried to advance it to Chin. He couldn't handle the catch over there on the sideline in front of the Wildcats bench. So with 17 seconds left, it's going to be Wildcat basketball. Tree going to get it into Corey. I would imagine we're going to hold for the final shot here. Of course, I'm wrong more often than I'm right. So over to Tree, up to Zay, top of the key. Ty looks to turn the corner. Whoa, slipped a little bit there. Got the shot up. Not sure that's the one that we wanted. Now the full court heave by Bowen is no good. So going into the break, 3-point lead here for the Cats. We had a 6-point lead there at the end of the first quarter. So an almost even second quarter. Scoring-wise, Tyrese with 9, Zaya with 5, DeCorey with 4. Obviously not a ton of points going on in this one. I wouldn't necessarily call it a defensive battle, but it's been a good battle nonetheless, and it is halftime. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little break. In the meantime, I'm going to send you out for a word from a few of our sponsors, and we'll meet you back here in roughly 8 minutes or so. Let me catch a quick breather and a quick drink of water, and we'll come back for this second half right here on the Wildcat Broadcast Network. Stay tuned.
The Leadership Insurance Agency representing Erie Insurance is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency determined to offer each client individual attention. This attention is backed with over 150 years of combined insurance experience and a proven service-oriented track record. Leadership Insurance is a full-service agency offering business, home, auto, and life insurance. We take pride in meeting your specific needs, and we specialize in upscale home and auto insurance as well as quality business insurance. Calling Clay Township home for over 30 years, we serve the needs of over 5,000 families and businesses in the greater Michiana area. For more information, give Leadership Insurance Agency a call at 574-277-1611 or visit their website at www.leadershipins.com.
I was having a bad day. I decided, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get my order, New York pace, walking out the restaurant.
I noticed that she had left without the milkshake. I tried to run after her, and everybody was looking at me like, this crazy lady, Lois, wait.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She ran after me for 2 blocks. As a New Yorker, it's refreshing when people go out of their way for you. Little things like that make a big difference.
That's me. That's you.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The Leadership Insurance Agency representing Erie Insurance is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency determined to offer each client individual attention. This attention is backed with over 150 years of combined insurance experience and a proven service-oriented track record. Leadership Insurance is a full-service agency offering business, home, auto, and life insurance. We take pride in meeting your specific needs, and we specialize in upscale home and auto insurance as well as quality business insurance. Calling Clay Township home for over 30 years, we serve the needs of over 5,000 families and businesses in the greater Michiana area. For more information, give Leadership Insurance Agency a call at 574-277-1611 or visit their website at www.leadershipins.com.
I was having a bad day, I decided, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get my order, New York pace, walking out the restaurant.
I noticed that she had left without the milkshake. I tried to run after her, and everybody was looking at me like, this crazy lady. Lois, wait.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She ran after me for 2 blocks. As a New Yorker, it's refreshing when people go out of their way for you. Little things like that make a big difference.
That's me. That's you.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wildcat Broadcast Network. This halftime intermission just about over. We got about a minute remaining. Riley up 3 after the first half. It's been a good contest so far. And with 1 minute remaining, I wanted to tell you that nobody beats Gates. Nobody for price, selection, or trust. If you need a new ride, just visit any of their locations. They've got 5 different locations in the Michiana area. Gates is a proud supporter of Riley Wildcats basketball. Nobody beats the Wildcats, and nobody beats Gates. Go Cats. 30 seconds remaining here in this intermission. I would expect the ordinary starters to come on the floor for the Wildcats. And we will get this thing underway momentarily. Let me get this scoreboard set up for us here. 8 minutes. We are going to be in the third quarter. All right, we're set up. About 5 seconds on the clock up there, so you'll hear the final buzzer here in just a moment. And right on cue, you heard it there in the background, so we're ready to get this thing started as expected. Starters on the floor for the Wildcats. Corey, Tree, Zay, Keelan, and Ty. Bulldogs back on the floor as well. I would expect a high-intensity, high-energy second half. So stay tuned, folks. It's about to get good down here in Evansville at the Banterra Bank Warrior Showcase. Riley looking to go 2-0 on the day after the big win earlier today over Evansville Rights. Now looking to take care of business against Evansville Bosse. Ball is inbounded to DeCorey, and we are underway here in the third quarter. Wildcats on offense to start. Here's Ty. He looks inside for Tree. Up top, Zay. Three-pointer. No good. He drew back iron on that one. But the rebound chased down by Keelan. What a hustle play. And now Corey gets it to a streaking Zay, who kicks it back to Ty. I sort of probably would have liked Zay to just attack the rim on that one, but trying to make the extra pass. That's not a foul. I'm sorry. Foul going to be called on DeCorey Parker. I tell you, it's probably the 4th or 5th time this season that I've seen him get hit with those kind of calls, man. He moves his feet well, gets his body set. He took the contact in his chest. Not sure what the foul was, but it's called nonetheless. So out of bounds underneath for the Bulldogs. They're able to get it in and into their offense. Now here's Eastwood over to Bowen. Bowen looks to get downhill. He's guarded by Zay, and he had that one blocked. Tyrese comes up with the rebound, but then has it taken. And now at the rim, they're able to score it. That's the second time today Zay had a nice block, but Bosse came up with the rebound and was able to score on the second chance. So here's Tree now over to Keelan. Three-pointer, bang! There you go, K-Dub, number 24 with the big three. Knocking it down, 30-26 to score, 6:53 officially on the clock. Bosse with the basketball out near the volleyball line over to Eastwood. Looking to set something up here. Down screen, curl, now up top. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Rattles around, who comes up with it? Tree does, into the open floor. He controls it. Now gets it to Zay, not to Parker. Top of the key. No good. Offensive rebound by Keelan. Made a couple of good hustle plays here in the early going of this second half has Keelan Webster. That's what we need out of him. I talked to him a lot about just activity. Just be active. Be around the ball. Get after those rebounds. That's what he's been doing, and now he earns the three, and he knocks it down. K-Dub. Another big three for the Cats. And just like that, it's 26-33. Now Bowen all the way to the rim. No good. Cats come up with it. Here's Zay, cross court to Corey. Another three. It's up. I may have lost my mind on that one, but it's no good. But who else comes up with the offensive rebound but Keelan Webster? And now to Zay. Oh, my goodness, that was in and out. Loose ball. Ty comes up with it. Now to the corner. Three-pointer for Ty. Boom! There we go, boys. 5:22 on the clock, 10-point lead, and a quick timeout being called by Bosse. 5:20 officially on the clock. Some great shooting by the Wildcats. Keelan Webster doing it all here in the early going, though. He's got a few offensive rebounds, knocked down the three, and it's that type of activity that really helps the Wildcats. 10-point lead now with 5:20 in the third quarter, and that's exactly how we wanted to start the second half. Over there in the huddle, I'm sure the message is, hey, keep doing the same thing. But hey, the Eaton Corporation is a power management company doing business in more than 160 countries and is dedicated to improving people's lives with safe and sustainable power management technologies. Eaton is also a proud supporter of Riley Wildcats basketball and says, go Cats. So it is Bosse basketball. The time you see on your screen is correct, as is the score. Right about 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Bosse with the basketball out near the volleyball line. Looking to run some actions. They get it to Bowen now in the corner. He's guarded by Zay. He's done a really good job on him today. And now, that was a nice block. I thought that was pretty good D. Looked like his third good block of the day. He just glanced up here. I gave him a thumbs up. Keep doing that. 10-point lead. That's going to put Bowen on the free throw line. He looks a little shaken up. Not sure exactly what's going on there. But he lines up the free throw. And it's no good. Rattles off. So the 10-point lead remains. Dorian Bowen, the senior, steps to the free throw line for the second. This one is up. That's going to be long. Does it rattle in? It does not. Tapped out to the corner, chased down by Eastwood. And I believe that's going to be an injury timeout. I said that Bowen looked like he was a little shaken up. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Maybe he's kind of limping a little bit. I'm thinking maybe some knee-to-knee contact. That's pure speculation on my part. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. Looks like he's going to walk it off over there on the side. So a substitution made for the Bulldogs. 10-point lead, 4:50 on the clock. It's going to be Bosse basketball right in front of their own bench. They're able to inbound it to the backcourt, and now we're in business. I said a little while ago with Bowen out, it'd be interesting to see how their offense looks. I think they only really had 1 or 2 possessions without him. So now we're going to find out, and it's Eastwood taking the three, no good, rebounded by Ty. And now the Cats into the open floor. Here's Tyrese. Drives, middle lane, kicks to the corner. Keelan Webster! Thought that one was good. Came up just a bit short. Now on the other end, 3 on this side for Bosse. That's going to be an air ball, but the offensive rebound chased down. And who else but Keelan Webster comes up with a steal. Corey controls the loose ball. Now they're off and running. Here's Tree. Ty look for the back door. Nothing there. Corey now reverses it to Zay. Ty turns. Caught it at the elbow. Now had it knocked away. Gets into the lane. Flips it up and in. Nice move there by Ty. 3:50 on the clock now, so our clock off by just a couple seconds. Now 3 from the corner for Bosse. No good. Nice rebound there by Tree. The Wildcats back on offense. Here's Ty. He had it knocked away at the top of the key. Not even really sure what happened there, to be honest with you. On the other end, the layup is missed, and the offensive rebound snagged by Bosse. So with 3:25 on the clock, that's going to put the Bulldogs on the free throw line. It's going to be Elijah Eastwood, 5'11", junior guard. Bowen trying to see where he is. Do not see him over there as the free throw drops for Eastwood. So we'll see if Bowen comes back. Like I said, I don't see him over there on the sideline now. Actually, I see him. He's over on the training table getting worked on a little bit. Here's the second free throw now for Eastwood, looking to make it a 10-point game with 3:25 on the clock. Shot is up. This one rattles around and in. So now Wildcat basketball, going to give it to Tree, let him walk it up. Actually gives it back to Corey, looking to set something up here. He crosses the timeline. Eastwood kind of harassing him a little bit. Here's Zay at the elbow. Spin move. Gets it up. No good, but he's going to be fouled on the shot, so that's going to put Zay at the free throw line. And, I don't know if I should shut up on this one or talk. Last time I didn't say anything, and then he missed. Sometimes when I talk, he misses. So I'm just going to, how about this? I'm going to guarantee that he makes this one. Oh, he's going to kill me later. Yeah, he lives up to my guarantee. I appreciate it, sir. 39-28. Zay lines up his second free throw. 3:14 officially on the clock. Second free throw up, rattles around. This one's good as well. 40-28 for the Cats. I'm going to hold this clock just for a second. Get us caught up. We're at 3:10 right now. Out of the corner, it's the freshman. Looks cross court. Out of the corner, three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Corey. Now over to Zay. Zay thought about it. Pump fake at the rim. Gets the contact, draws it in the end. One. Nice move there by Zay. 2:49 officially on the clock. And he's going to go back to the free throw line once again. Nice move on that one by Zay. And a timeout called on the floor. I'm not even sure who called it, to be honest. It's going to be a 30-second, though, which is just fine. That gives me time to tell you that Leadership is a full-service insurance agency offering business, home, auto, life, and health insurance. They take pride in meeting your specific insurance needs, and they are proud supporters of Riley Wildcats basketball. Contact Leadership Insurance today for all of your coverage needs. And, of course, go Cats. So Isaiah Packer is going to step to the free throw line for the and one. 2:49 officially on the clock. Tyrese and Keelan Webster both with 14. Zay stepping to the free throw line with 8. And we've got ourselves a little bit of a lead going. See if Zay can add to it here. I'm going to shut up this time. Bam. All right, now we're in business. Free throw is good for Zay, and now Bosse with the basketball brings it up against this Wildcats defense. Switching things up a little bit here. Here's a long three, no good. Good rebound inside by their big guy. Misses, gets his own rebound, gets it back. Couple of offensive rebounds on that one. And who is that? That's big number 52, Ben Dillon. He's just a sophomore, big kid. Into the game, making things happen down there around the rim. 2:31 on the clock as he steps to the free throw line. First shot is up, rattles around, and it's good. Keelan Webster, DeCorey Parker both taking a seat. Tion Watley into the game. A.J. Neely, Tyrese Jones, Dontrell Johnson, and Isaiah Packer round out the 5 on the floor for the Cats right now. 2:31 on the clock. Second free throw up, no good. Tree pulls down the rebound. Tree brings it up now against the defense of Eastwood. Able to get it over to A.J. He's guarded by Chin. Looking inside, but nothing there. A.J. turns the corner, gets into the paint. Here's Ty. From the wing, all the way to the rim, rolls in. What a move by Ty. 45-29 now the score. To get inside of the big guy, he had position, misses the layup. It's maybe a little bit of a gift for the Cats. Just going to put him back on the free throw line. Big guy looking good, carving out space down there. Came up with several rebounds and ends up being fouled, and now he'll be at the free throw line. Just about 2 minutes remaining and a 16-point lead for the Cats. First free throw is up. That hit the whole front iron and then somehow rolled in. They call that a shooter's roll, I guess. 45-30. Dillon knocking down the first one. Here he lines up the second. This one rattles around and goes in as well. And now Dillon takes the seat. Raymond Nelson, a senior, checks in. Bulldogs showing a little bit more pressure. AJ going to get the inbounds. He gets it right back to Tree. And we're under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Tree walks it up. He's being guarded by the freshman, Ethan Hampton. Now to AJ. Over to Ty. Looks to the post. Here's Tree guarded by the freshman. And Tree had it blocked. Nice play there. Ethan Hampton with the block. Nice move by Tree, but Hampton was ready for the spin. Box set now being shown by the Cats. Out of bounds underneath. Going to be Watley taking it out. Tion, the senior, calling out some instructions. Throw it over the top to Ty, middle of the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Dogs. Now they're off and running. Here's Eastwood all the way to the rim. He's going to draw the foul. It's going to be on Tyrese Jones. Eastwood got downhill, was really putting the pressure on the defense. Ty committed the foul at the rim. That's his first, though. It is the 15th foul for the Cats, so Bosse will be shooting free throws for the rest of this one, rest of this quarter. Free throw is up, and it's good. So Elijah Eastwood at the line. Second free throw now for Eastwood. 90 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. 95 if you want to get technical. Shot is up, and that one's good as well. Ty handles it. Crosses half court. Now we're into our offense. Ty pulls back, jumper. Boom! What a three. Step back by Tyrese Jones for three. 48-33 on the board now. Inside, nice move. That was Marias Harris answering on the other side. But we'll trade threes for twos. I'm not very good at math, but I think we'll win that one. Tree now out to AJ to the corner. Tion thought about it. Instead, he drives now to the corner. Isaiah thought about it. Pumps. Jumper. Oh, rattles around. Almost got the and one. But that's going to put Zay back at the free throw line. Good ball movement there by the Cats. 48-35, 56.7 officially on the clock here as Isaiah steps to the free throw line. And this one is good. Isaiah, a senior, committed to Indiana Tech, so he'll be playing for the Warriors next year. Tech, one of the top NAIA programs in the country. Second free throw for Zay, also good. That gives us the 50-piece. It also gives us a 15-point lead with just over 50 seconds remaining. Harris out top, guarded by Ty. The help came. Nice help by Zay. Inside, now to the corner. Here's Harris, three-pointer. That's good. Tyrese bringing it up. Guarded by Eastwood. Gets downhill. Ty got to get rid of it. Instead, he takes the shot up and in. Hey, when in doubt, shoot that thing, Ty. Good bucket there for Jones. Now here's Harris. He pulls up for three, and he's going to be fouled. That's not what you want. Zay contested it. Really kind of gave him a high five. The foul call. That's going to put Harris at the line for three. That one's up and good. Keelan Webster looking to check into the game. Second free throw now for Harris. Shot is up, and it's good. Harris, a really good shooter. Saw him earlier knock one down from the volleyball line. That was the third foul on Isaiah, just for the record. Now Harris lines up his third free throw. Shot is up, and that's good. I just saw Bowen walk out of the back. He's still walking with a little bit of a limp, so I'm not sure of his status, but he is walking and he is back on the bench. So he's at least somewhat okay. Not sure if he'll return to action or not, but we're under 10 seconds. Tyrese hands it off to A.J., looking to turn the corner, middle of the lane, at the rim, score for A.J. And that should just about do it. Here's the full court heave way after the buzzer, so it wouldn't count even if it did go in. So at the end of the third, an outstanding quarter for the Wildcats, 54-41 the score. Tyrese with 21, Keelan Webster with 14, Isaiah Packer with 11. So another balanced scoring approach by the Cats in a 13-point lead right now. And that gives me an opportunity to send things out to our sponsors.
I was having a bad day. I decided, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get my order, New York pace, walking out the restaurant.
I noticed that she had left without the milkshake. I tried to run after her, and everybody was looking at me like, this crazy lady. Lois, wait.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She ran after me for 2 blocks. As a New Yorker, it's refreshing when people go out of their way for you. Little things like that make a big difference.
That's me. That's you.
All right, welcome back. That was a word, of course, from Chick-fil-A, our main sponsor here at the Wildcat Broadcast Network. And we are looking forward to this fourth quarter, a 13-point lead for the Cats. Wildcats coming back onto the floor. Tion Watley to Corey Parker, Dontrell Johnson, Keelan Webster, and Tyrese Jones. Starting this fourth quarter for Riley. Bosse getting ready to break their huddle. Bosse now making their way back onto the floor. Bowen not joining them. So again, not sure of his status. I believe maybe he banged knees with somebody earlier. So it's going to be side out for the Bulldogs right at half court. I, of course, got to get this clock fixed. Bam. Out of the corner, three-pointer. And it's good. Not the way we necessarily wanted to start things here in this fourth quarter, but we got ourselves a 10-point game. Tyrese with it, gets the high screen from Tree. Thought about handing it to Corey. Now they reverse it down to Tree. Tree to Tion in the corner. Keelan, ooh, he thought about it. I thought he was going to pull that one. Keelan backs it out. Looks to drive, nothing there. Get rid of it. And now a timeout going to be called by Alex Daniel. Didn't like what he saw on that one. 7:21 officially on the clock, 10-point lead. It's going to be a 30-second timeout if I am not mistaken. And that is correct. That's what they say. So let's take a look at a word from the IHSAA.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, there we go. We are now back in business. Both teams back on the floor. Going to be Wildcat basketball side out, just shy of the half-court line. Dontrell taking it out. DeCorey runs through the gate screen, no problem. Gets it in the backcourt, and the Wildcats are in business on offense. Let me get this clock started. Clock is off by maybe about 5 seconds. Top of the key, here it is. Tree ball! Yes, sir. Big Tree knocking down a three from the top of the key. Now on the other end, Elijah Eastwood, no good. What a box out by Corey on the inside. But Chin able to come up with a loose ball, flip it up and in. 57-46 now. Here's Corey, middle lane. Now gets it to Ty, over to Tree, just hit one. Bang! Dontrell Johnson, back-to-back three-pointers. And a 14-point lead now for the Cats. Bulldogs with it now on the wing. Here's Eastwood up top to Chin. Trying to look inside, nothing there. Here's Harris, got it in the middle, ball knocked away. Bulldogs come up with it. Eastwood, he's going to draw the foul. 6:20 officially on the clock. That's going to put Eastwood on the line for 2. 60-46 is the score. First team foul for Riley. As Eastwood lines up the free throws. Shot is up, and it's good. You know, we've had an outstanding time down here at the Banterra Bank Warrior Showcase. We're at Harrison High School in Evansville, Indiana. So shout out to them for the hospitality, if I can say the word. It's been an outstanding event, lots of great basketball as the free throw goes down for Eastwood. So it's going to be Riley basketball out of bounds underneath, full length of the floor, full court pressure being shown once again by Bosse. We've kind of seen it all day. They haven't tried to do much out of it. Might look for a little additional pressure here in the fourth quarter as they look to turn us over. We'll see how that works out. Looks like more of the same, just kind of staying in front of the ball handler, want to slow things down a bit. Wildcats certainly content to work the clock a little bit. Here's Dontriell, moves it to Corey. Good roll by Tree, inside to the corner. Keelan Webster, three-pointer! Bang! Big shot by Keelan, and an outstanding assist by Dontriell Johnson. 48-63 on the other side. Here's Harris, three-pointer, no good. Ball knocked around. Keelan Webster comes up with it, as he often does. Now he's under pressure, got to get rid of it. Had this one knocked away. Bosse comes up with it. Now we're going the other way. Here's Harris, weaves through the middle of the lane. Well defended by the Cats. Now to Chin up top. 48-63, so we've got a good lead. But the pressure not being lessened by the Cats. Keelan all the way out on Harris. Here's Harris, pull-up jumper. Wow. Nice shot. And if I'm being honest, that probably could have been a foul. Here's A.J., drives baseline, pump fake, got it up, and he draws the foul. Good move there by A.J. 50-63, and that's going to put the sophomore on the free throw line for the Wildcats. A.J., one of our young guys, the younger brother of Jalen Barbera. Graduated off of last year's regional championship team, now playing college ball at IU Kokomo. Shout out to JB if you're out there listening. Here's his little brother, free throw up, and it's good for AJ. AJ, one of the young guys we have that we're really excited about around here. He handles the ball like it's on a string. He's a great finisher at the rim. Pesty defender, not afraid to get on the floor after loose balls. So a big piece for the future of the Wildcats as Isaiah checks into the game for Dontriell Johnson. Now A.J. lining up the second free throw. 5:12 officially on the clock, so we are correct there. Second free throw for A.J., up and good. So good play there by A.J., got himself on the board. 65-50. Actually, he's got 4 points now, so that wasn't his first points. Here's Harris, guarded by Tyrese. Hands off to the freshman, now over to Chin. Three-pointer, back iron, no good. Loose ball. I just talked about A.J., and he's the one that knocked that one away. Now the Cats with it. Corey splits the defense, and he's going to draw the foul. Speaking of handling the ball like it's on a string, to Corey Parker, one of the top point guards in the state of Indiana. Honorable mention All-State last year. Been nursing some injuries. Sprained his ankle a week or two ago at the Kokomo tournament. Still kind of trying to figure that out, but gets a little better every day, and you see him out here today making some plays, and he's handling the ball now as we cross half court. He's guarded by Chin, trying to apply the pressure. Here's Corey. He's looking more and more like himself every day, though, and I'm excited about that. Right on cue. Reverse layup for Corey. 17-point lead now for the Cats. Things are looking good. Corey with his third and fourth points of the night. Here's Harris. Out near the volleyball line, guarded by Tyrese. Now they move it to the wing. Now to Harris. Looks to get downhill, does, and what a block by Ty. My goodness. Ty is famous for his scoring, but I've said it 100 times and I'll say it 100 more. It's the other parts of the game that make him special. And you saw it there with the block. He's a great rebounder. He's a great passer. Here's Harris, guarded by Zay. Pull-up jumper, well defended. Another nice shot for Harris. He's got a good-looking shot on him. Able to put that one down for the second time over the outstretched hand of Isaiah. Parker brings it up for the Cats. Turns the corner, gets down into the corner. Keelan Webster, why not? Why not? Go ahead, K-Dub. Love it. Three-pointer for Riley. 70-52 now on the board. And Keelan's having himself a heck of a night. 20 points. Now inside, well defended by Zay. Loose ball, knocked around. Who's going to come up with it? Bosse does. Able to flip it up and in. It's kind of a wrestling match for the ball down there. Bulldogs came up with it. Now Corey going to force the ref to call that foul. 3:17 officially on the clock. 70-54 is the score. So with 3 minutes remaining, we should hopefully be able to pull this thing out. It's going to be side out for the Cats. Zay going to take it out. He's got A.J. Neely, Keelan Webster. Tyrese is checking out as Dontriel comes in, so now actually Tree's going to take it out. So we got Tree, Zay, Key, A.J., and Corey on the floor now for the Cats. 3:17 on the clock. So I'm going to freeze this clock here for just a second, let this one run off, and we'll get it as close to synced as we can. Bam, 3:12 it is. Corey moves it now, top of the key to Tree. Hands back off to Corey, looks to turn the corner. Nothing there. Had this one knocked away by Harris, and now on the other end, Harris able to finish. 70-56, 2:55. It's a little early to take your foot off the gas, but you want to be smart, be patient. Obviously, you don't need a shot if you're Riley, so just look for the great one. Here's A.J. A lot of pressure, but he handles it. They pull it back out near the volleyball line, and Tree is going to be patient. Here comes the trap. That's what I said. Got to expect they're going to start to apply a little more pressure. They've really got to turn us over. They can't just allow us to move it around the outside like we're doing right here, but that's exactly what we want to do. 2:20 just about on the clock now as A.J. dances around with Harris on him. A.J. got it inside to Zay. Zay, pump fake, and he's going to draw another foul. Zay's had a lot of success today drawing fouls. He's getting there inside, pump faking, getting guys in the air. Took a shot to the head on that one. That's all right, though. He's hard-headed. 70-56, 2:14 on the clock. Isaiah Packer for the free throw. Up, and it's good. Certainly want to take care of things at the free throw line down the stretch. So Dontriel with 10 points. Isaiah now with 12. Keelan Webster with 20. Tyrese has 21. As Isaiah knocks down the second free throw, 72-56 now as we approach 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. Little 3-2 zone being shown now by the Cats. Here's Harris, another jumper. He had Zay in his face on that one, but couldn't knock that one down. Tree comes down with the rebound, and we have cracked 2 minutes to go in this ball game as Corey brings it up against the pressure of Harris. Handled nicely by Corey. He's a kid that's really hard to get sped up. He just plays under great control and with great pace. As he continues to get healthy, he's going to be a huge factor down the stretch for the Wildcats, and I mean in the season, not in this game. Got just about 90 seconds in this one, so more or less over. Cats being patient. Bosse just now sent the trap. Tree gets it over to A.J. A.J. is going to pull the three. No good. But Keelan Webster with the offensive rebound, and he draws the foul. Keelan, I love the second half that you have had, sir. My goodness, has he been all over the place. I told you earlier, I talked to him a lot just about activity. And he has been active in this second half, and now he's at the free throw line. Shot is up, rolls around and in. .126 on the clock, and that is the 21st point now for Keelan Webster. Got some mass substitutions coming for the Cats now. Juwan Johnson in the game. DeMichael Davis, Henry Davis III. And I believe Dominic Sanders, he might be coming in for, okay, he's going to come in for Tree. So we've kind of emptied the benches now, got some of our reserves in there. Keelan looking to make it 22 points on the night, though, and he's just had a fantastic second half. Shot is up for him, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And now we're just going to look to finish this thing up and get the heck out of here. Shot at the rim, no good. Rebounded by Keelan. I'd like to know how many rebounds he's got today, too. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's got a double-double tonight. Looks like it may come down to him and Tyrese for the Catalyst Award on this one, the Gates Chevrolet Catalyst Award. Here's HD, 3, no good. Hey, the rebound ran down by Keelan. What the heck? Juwan Johnson for 3, no good. Keelan's just out here padding his stats now. 45 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs with the basketball. They're not in a rush either, so everybody kind of understands where we're at. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound chased down by Dom. Gets it over to Keelan with 30 seconds to go in this game. Trying to look inside for DeMichael. Had this one knocked away. .2 officially on the clock. So the Cats going to move to 10-3 on the year, 3 straight wins now. Mishawaka and then both of the Evansville schools. You know, anytime you take a 6-hour trip for some basketball, you want to walk out of there with some dubs, and we have. So you got to feel pretty good about that. Sets us up for next week. Back into conference play, we've got Marion. So that's going to end at 73-56 is going to be the final score. An outstanding performance by the Wildcats. Keelan Webster all over the floor, completely dominating the second half. Tyrese Jones doing what Tyrese Jones does. Isaiah contributed, I think, 14 points if I'm not mistaken. DeCorey Parker making some plays, so another great team victory for the Cats. And like I said, 3 in a row now. That's what we like. So we're going to go on back to the hotel, get some rest. We'll be heading back to South Bend in the morning, actually. So good opportunity for the guys to spend some time together tonight, enjoy these victories that we pulled off today. You see them coming to half court now. They get their team placard to go stick on the board over there as the winners here at the Banterra Bank Warriors Showcase. Guys having a good time with it down there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and sign off. Outstanding action tonight. We thank you all for joining us here on the Wildcat Broadcast Network. We will be with you next week as we jump back into conference action, so please tune in if you're unable to make it out to the game. Great night tonight. This is Big Coach P signing off from the Wildcat Broadcast Network. Until next time, like always, saying go Cats.